We're lost.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
We just can't get there from here.
All this grass. What?
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So we're in the grass.
We're in the grass. What idea was it? It's way the heck out there. How deep is it in front of you?
Probably 2 feet.
2 feet? Well, we can still float now.
Hi guys, welcome back to Homemade and Homegrown. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy Sousa. We're located here in New Brunswick, Canada. We're having a beautiful day today. We had a lot of rain in the last few days, and it's a good sight to see when you see that sun shining. So I'm just putting around here. Last few days we've been also trying to create a fenced-in section for our meat kings and the new egg layers. So we've been gradually adding a pallet at a time. Every time Joe comes home, he's bringing a couple pallets home, so it's free. Right? So whatever's free, it's for me. Anyway, I'm heading down to the garden, and we're going to see how well everything's going. It's been probably a few weeks since I've given you guys a tour of what's going on. Everything's looking up finally. We had such a cold start. Sorry, I'm going down a steep hill here. We had such a cold start at the beginning, and then a lot of rain, and then we did have a few days where it was like really hot, which ended up making my spinach and a few things, my radishes, they bolted. And for starters, this year we planted 25 strawberry plants. We are already getting a few starters here. Our main harvest won't be until next summer, but these guys are looking great. So here we are. Okay, so last year we planted these mignonette strawberries. They're just tiny little guys, and they don't get very big at all, but we've got quite a few that we've already been harvesting and just kind of eating. They're nice to have when you're out here working in the garden and you just want a quick snack. But the plant is just producing massive amounts of little tiny strawberries. Also, I had to plant twice. This is the second round of my bush beans. So they're finally starting to flourish. We should be seeing some produce off of that pretty soon. Our yellow onions, I don't know, they're kind of struggling this year. And same with our red onions, but there's a few of them that must have been in the ground still last year, because look at these guys. I'm going to cut these back also so I can use them for cooking. And this is the first year that we grew garlic. And I got to cut the garlic too as well, but they seem to be doing quite well. I planted a few tall sunflowers too. We've got one that's taking over the rest of them, but I can't wait to see that in bloom. Peas. We've got lots and lots of peas this year. We've already harvested twice. So some along here on this trellis and some here. Oh my word, they taste so good. Yeah, so yesterday I threw on some fertilizer to get fish fertilizer to get them just to feed them a little bit more. My spinach, I've been picking off of that and adding to my salads too. So, and my hot peppers. So I've got quite a few hot pepper plants on the go here, as well as a couple boxes that I'll bring you over in a second. I just started picking off my lettuce here. Loving it. I'll be having some of that actually this afternoon when I have my lunch. Got some tomato plants here. These are Romas. So they're coming. I don't see any tomatoes yet on this bunch, but on my main tomato garden for my San Marzanos, we're starting to see tomatoes coming already. Oh, my blessed sign fell down. This is my cabbage and broccoli patch. And I harvested some of the broccoli yesterday actually. Cut some of it off there, the main head, and we've got a few that are still coming. And then cauliflower, so the cauliflower's coming. That's looking really good. Cauliflower's coming. Better this year than it was last year. And I got a few over here as well. So they're coming along. I harvested one yesterday that was here. So I'll be eating that too. I'll probably be adding that to my salad just to see how it tastes. Here's a few more hot peppers. There's different varieties of hot peppers that I have in the garden this year. Jalapenos, cayenne, and what's the other one? Jalapeno, cayenne. I'm drawing a blank of the other one. Anyway, there's a few of them anyways. My zucchini and spaghetti squash has been struggling this year. I don't know if where you're at, if you're growing this and if you're having the same issue. That's all squash. So that seems to be picking up nicely. Although I did have one that died. Then this row is my zucchini. And I had a plethora of these black and yellow bugs. Let's see if I can find them. But I've been pretty diligent about finding them and squishing them. Okay, so no yellow ones there. But like I said, I've been really diligent about coming down every day. Oh, see, now we've got some eggs right there. We got to get rid of those. So we'll just squish them out. So you have to look underneath your leaves. But I was seeing quite a lot of them, these bugs mating when I was killing them. So obviously these eggs were able to get laid. Just let me check these while I'm here, guys. See, there we go. There is the bug. Now, let me see if I can get a close-up of the shadow. I gotta get a hold of them, but they do fly away. Okay, so there's quite a few of them right here. So all I do is grab a hold of them and squish them. See, and they're just wreaking havoc on my leaves. That's what's been happening with my zucchini, is those bugs. Gotta get rid of them. And I don't spray, you know, insecticide or anything like that, so I think the best way is just to kill them off by pinching them. See, there's eggs. Okay, see if we can get a good shot of that. Excuse my shadow, but so I'm just going to squish them and hope that I kill them. Now we've got a potato bug. Okay, you see this guy? You don't want him anywhere near. Two more to check. Guys, sorry. Well, I guess I shouldn't say sorry. This is how we learn, right? Okay, so you check under your leaves. See if there's anything falling. Nothing. There, we got that done. So as I was saying, I've got quite a few pepper plants. Starting to see some flowers and bells growing. So now this is my radish. As you can see, it's flowered, and we've got some bugs here. I'm not too sure if these are good or not, if that's a good thing. Probably not a good thing when I'm seeing a bunch of black bugs everywhere. But I see ants, which ants are good because they eat these bugs. Anyway, so what I've been doing is, because when they flower like this, you can let them go, because then you'll get seeds from them for next year, which I'm going to be doing. I'm gonna lay another new set of leaves soon. So I'm just gonna let these guys go for a little bit longer. Another thing that's been taking a while is my cucumbers. These are this side here from that, from that stick over is pickle cucumbers. And then the other ones are my slicers. I got a few marigolds planted here. Haven't seen any flowers yet. A few extra tomato plants that I had, and I just plopped them around. And then I've got my pole beans across here. Finally did end up getting some carrots started. So we'll see how well they do. I gotta get rid of this leaf, poor thing. Okay, and a few extra tomato plants there. Some more pole beans. These seem to be going pretty slow. I was hoping that I would see them climb up already, but they are starting to getting some growth here. And again, a few more tomato plants. I got another section here of carrots. Look at this guy, he's pretty big already. Also, on this side of the trellis, these are the long English cucumbers. So they're starting to climb, slowly but surely. But again, attacked by, I don't know what kind of bug, but they are eating the leaves like crazy. So also, I'll bring over to my greenhouse. The greenhouse, I've been doing kind of a bit of an experiment. I've put a few of my tomato plant, just kind of spread them out, and I want to see if they do better in the greenhouse compared to being outside. And I have to say, these guys are looking really good. I'm going to show you, and you can decide for yourself which looks better. So here we go. We've got all the tomatoes here. I still got a few corn plants that the seeds came up, so I just left them to see what's going to go on, like what's going to happen. But anyway, take a look. And also I've got some watermelon here started. I am going to transplant them. I just want them to go a little bit bigger before I transplant them. But again, one more scan of the tomatoes. Oh, oops. One other thing. So, I don't know if you're familiar with the vegetable called chayote. I had 5 of them in my pantry that sprouted. Now, these have to grow in hot temperatures, and it gets really hot in this greenhouse. And it is a vine, kind of like a grapevine, the way it grows. So, I'm just going to try it. So that's what these guys are, is the chayote squash. Okay, I did that yesterday. All right, one last time. One scan of these tomatoes. Okay, and let's go to where the other tomatoes are. Go around here. It's easier for me to get in the back. Okay, so this is my San Marzano tomato plant area. And they don't look as full or bushy as the other ones. Oh, we've got a tomato there. Oh, we got a nice one there too. Where are you? There you are. If you ask me, they're not looking the strongest. So I did the other day, or yesterday, I gave them some more fertilizer, and I do organic fertilizing. So got a few of them that are trying to get tall and climb up. So we'll see. I don't know. But this is new ground that was, I never tilled it. So underneath this fabric cloth is just grass. Like I laid it on top of the grass. Had that down for about a month, maybe close to 6 weeks before I did any planting. So what I did, for any of you who don't know or hasn't seen, is that I laid this down, had it for up to 6 weeks, and figured that, you know, that'll kill things off underneath. And then all I did was I burnt holes, and then I took my drill auger and I drilled through the ground and loosened it up and let that kind of sit for a bit. And then I added some fertilizer at that time so that it was going to be ready for the tomato plants. And then I came and transplanted the tomato plants, and they've been here for the last, oh gosh, month now. So this is only a month growth. What do you think? I think the greenhouse has done better. Okay, now I'll bring you over to where we're trying to grow sweet potato. Well, Joe is, but Mama's looking after it. Anyway, we're trying to do some sweet potatoes. So this first row here that you see, that is all sweet potato. Here we've got some more squash. This is also spaghetti squash. I thought I'd plant a little bit more out here. I love spaghetti squash. We had a bucket of onion sets that we had from last year, and they happened to fall right here and they started to grow. So there was a few extras, and Joe said, well, if they're growing, let's see if the rest of them will. So he planted those, and that's a mixture of red and onion, or red and yellow onion. I came down here to fertilize yesterday and came across, these are the other, I've got 2 rows of Roma tomatoes here, and something is here eating the tops off. So as you can see, the top has been bit off on all of them, on most of them. I'm gonna go into town actually, and I'm gonna get a few more T-posts, and I'm gonna have to fence this in. I do have a wild rabbit that is hanging around, and I'm wondering if the rabbit is the one that's getting it. And then this is my corn, and this is my potatoes. Potatoes are doing really good. I've noticed, and I give glory to God that there has not been any potato bugs attacking them. So I am really, really pleased, feeling quite blessed, because anytime that we grew potatoes before, oh my word, we got so many potato bugs attacking the plant. And this is also newly opened ground. I had my neighbor come with a tractor and break this open for me and till it up. And so we planted, or I laid down the fabric cloth again, did the same thing I did with the tomatoes, and got it all ready for when it was time to transplant everything. Now I direct seeded these, and I just took my auger again and dug it out and then put the potato in the hole. Just seems to be kind of a little on the slow side. But again, I'm impatient. My apple tree that we planted 2 years ago is doing good. Still won't get any fruit off of it, but she's doing all right. We kept her protected for the last couple of years. And then in the wintertime, I cover them with the burlap sack. So yesterday I was picking up my beef from the local farmer that I get my beef from. And I got talking to him about, what it takes to raise your own beef cattle, and, the shelter and the feed and the proper care for them and stuff like that. Because I am really contemplating on raising my own beef cattle, just a couple. So anyway, it was a great conversation. I was really happy that he had a few minutes to talk with me about it and share his experience. And he has said, there was quite a demand when COVID started. Hold on a sec, the girls want out. Where's the rest of you? The other girls, these are the older layers. I've been letting them go in there to get used to this house. The Meat Kings are doing really good. There's a few that we may even have to process a little bit early, but that thin girl there, that's one of our new layers. But anyway, I've been letting them get used to this new coop that we built, because once these guys get processed, they're all going to be like the new layers are going to be all together in this coop. We've got a buff Orpington rooster, and I'm guessing only because of the way the feathers are laying, and also the lobes and his crown. They are more pink or red compared to the girls that are underneath. And they're supposed to be the same age. Let's see if I can get a shot of them. But they're inside there. No, you can get out. Get out. Out, 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 out. I don't know if you guys can get a shot there, but anyway. Yeah, we've got these girls bullying them, not letting them come out. Almost like they're guarding the coop. So I can no longer get in touch. I can't find the person that I got the Orpingtons from because they're not online. Because I wanted to say, well, thanks for... Hello, ladies. I'm trying to talk. I don't know. I kind of wanted to say thanks for giving me... I bought 3. I thought I bought 3 females. Anyway, I guess it's not going to be important. But I was going to buy a rooster, Orpington, a male rooster. I was going to buy a male Orpington from another flock, because that's the one that, if you saw other videos, previous videos, where I was keeping an eye on the bird because it was having issues with its crop. It had sour crop, it was vomiting and things like that. And I'm noticing that the legs, where the knees, they're buckled inward. And the last time I spoke to the guy who I bought these from, was also trying to sell another rooster, and I said, so that rooster must be the father of these ones? And he said, yeah, most likely. Now that rooster that he was selling was only 11 months old. So, inbreeding? And I'm kind of wondering, would that be the reason why the legs are kind of buckled in, almost what most people would probably call pigeon-toed. Anyway, we've got a skunk under this garden here, guys. We're trying to trap it. It's out smarting the trap. But these are Roma tomatoes, which seem to be doing really well. There is, I think there's about, well, there's 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 21 in this box, and 24 in this box. So they seem to be doing well. I just put these things in the corner. I'm going to get some string if they do happen to get bigger, which I'm sure they will. And I'm going to just kind of weave it on the top here, and so that they've got something to latch onto. And I have these plastic clips that I attach them to, and it holds them up a bit. Now these aren't climbing tomatoes. These are more of a bush tomato. So they don't necessarily need all that kind of support, but it'll be there. I do got to prune a little bit on the bottom underneath, just so that we can get some more airflow going through them. But other than that, these guys are doing amazing. And I just got some green onions. Now these onions, actually I bought them from the store, and then when I got to the root part, I planted them, and so they've come up. And then we got this thing right here. Now she lays there all day, waiting for someone to come up and give her love, which is all the time, isn't it? This is Tika. Yeah, this is our beautiful girl. Right? Pretty girl. You're hiding your face? What? You don't want to be on camera? I think the gate's coming along. What we're going to do is we're going to keep going down the side of the hill, and they're going to have all that. So this was mainly built for the Meat Kings so that they can be out free ranging and getting as much grass into them as possible. Because if you're just feeding them their feed, the grain or whatever, it can get kind of pricey. And the more chickens you have, obviously the more feed you're going to need. And I've got 28 Meat Kings in there, also the 15 young egg layers together, and I'm going through 2 bags a week. Each bag is about $18 to $20, so $40 a week just on feed, and of course they're eating the grass, so they're growing quickly, especially those Meat Kings. So like I said, some of them are going to have to be processed early, I think, like maybe a week or 2 early. So that will probably be next week, a week and a half from now. Okay, I went to the hardware store and bought some of these metal pegs, and we're going to use this plastic protective mesh, I guess you want to call it, that is usually wrapped around propane tanks, oil tanks, stuff like that. Husband works for an oil company, so you can get these by the thousands because people don't keep them and they just throw them away. So anyway, I'm going to use this as fencing to wrap around the garden. So we're going to get that done now. So these things have a pointed end. I'm thinking this is probably pretty good here. Coming up against a rock. Oh, got bad aim. Okay, I gotta see how long this mesh stuff is and cut it to this length. Okay, everyone. Sorry I didn't get footage of me putting this up, but I figured it's not that exciting to watch somebody put poles in the ground and attach the fencing. Anyway, got it in. Here's hoping that I will not get any more critters like deer or rabbits going in and eating my tomato plants or anything else for that matter. Anyway, on to the next. Now Joe just came home from work, so he's going to help me just wrapping the trees. Stops the chickens from doing their dust baths in here too. Okay, that should work. Got all 3 of them wrapped. So it's the next day and we are now fertilizing everything. So right now we've got fish fertilizer. Corn is what we're starting with. And they're very heavy nitrogen feeder. So I'll get Joe started on that. Ah, the girls can't get in. Okay, and I'm gonna do the tomatoes. Gotta get some more. There's a chicken behind you. Okay, fertilize the potatoes now. What's that?
You want the other tomato plants to get the same?
Yeah. Over there, you want to get working on it? I'm doing potatoes here.
Yes, Mother.
Okay.
You in the other garden?
What's that?
Make another batch for in there too, for the zucchini and stuff?
Sure, yeah. He's out working me.
Huh?
You're out working me. That's done. Okay, we got all our chores done. Garden's looked after. I did a little bit of weed whacking around here and cutting some, oh, got a piece of wood in the way. Lawn mowing around the garden. Did that, so we have decided to go fishing. So you want to come fishing with us? Let's go. Isn't it beautiful here?
Knowing how much battery we got, might as well take it.
Yeah. Trolling along. I don't know what this is, but it looks like a rock.
A rock?
No, it's not a rock. It looks like it was falling. I was kidding.
Battery's not gonna last that long, I don't think. I'm
Really?
on full throttle.
Uh-oh. It's so cute.
Huh?
It's so cute. A mommy and a baby. Yeah. Hello. Trying to get to them. In the wrong side? Eating all the bugs. Alright, let's load up this hook. Water's awful murky today.
What's that?
The water's awful murky today.
Yeah, it was
Muddy.
rain yesterday.
Got a beaver. Is he going to come towards us? No luck today so far. I'm not even getting nibbles. You're getting nibbles?
My rod's out of the water now. I'm just paddling. I get nothing.
Yeah, but you were getting nibbles back there.
Yeah, back there it was. Whole bunch of them.
We're seeing all kinds of wildlife.
Huh?
We're seeing all kinds of wildlife.
Yeah, ducks, beavers,
That was cool to see the beaver.
kayakers. 5 feet. They don't smell.
I don't think so.
You know something?
They do smell.
They do smell, yeah. You know what sucks? I don't see an inlet go to the main part of the river there.
What?
Huh?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
So we're in the grass.
We're in the grass. No idea what to say. It's way the heck out there. How deep is it in front of you?
Probably 2 feet.
2 feet? Well, we can still float now.
We're lost.
We're not.
Yes, we are.
We just can't get there from here.
All this grass. Oh, what do I see? Lead.
Yeah. Paddle, keep left.
You mean where we were already? Why are you slowing us down?
I'm trying to turn this, honey.
Where are we turning?
We're going left.
Going left?
Yeah. Either here or over there.
Over here or over there? Over there or over here?
Well, it's true, you know.
Help! There we go. We made it. Well, guys, we're back home. Didn't catch anything, but seen some really beautiful scenery and wildlife, and I love that stuff like that. It's relaxing either way. So anyway, thanks for joining us. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a lot. Like the video, share it if you can. We were hoping to catch some fish for supper tonight, and it didn't happen, so I guess we're gonna have to go in there and fry up a few eggs. It's kind of late, so it's 9 o'clock our time right now. So anyway, thanks for stopping by. See you in the next video. God bless. Bye for now.